Right now we're outside my studio, aka my parents' house, and it's just nice outside, so I'm on the back deck. I live like 5 minutes away, but my studio's here, and we'll bring it in the studio, but for now we're gonna unbox it and just see what this thing's about. I've heard and saw a bunch of stuff. I'm super excited to get my hands on it. I bought this with my own money, paid for shipping, so this is a pure, honest review as somebody who's been doing music for the last 5 years, so let's get it. Dude, I am so excited to get into this thing. We don't need that. Comes with this little piece of paper. That's nice. It's a little bit smaller than I honestly expected. There it is, dude. Holy shit. Wow, that's nice. Like, it feels like one of those old school, and the orange, it gives it that like old vintage feel. And honestly, it feels like a quality piece of equipment. Like I could go places with this. The buttons feel really satisfying. The knobs feel good. Let's see if this thing's charged. All right, it's turning on. It says it's loading something up. I've watched a few videos on this thing already. It says there's hundreds of sounds already. How to start a project. Sample anything with the built-in mic. Micro SD slot, I assume for putting your sample packs in there. Let's see how this thing sounds. It's already got some stuff set up for me. You can kind of hear that. Okay, that speaker isn't that good, but it's good if you're like, I was on the beach or something, or out here. You know, I could make a beat and then take this into my studio later and mix it. I definitely wouldn't mix on this thing. I like how small it is. That's, I feel like, what this would be cool for. Oh, there's different pads. Oh. Oh. All right, I'm gonna take this in the studio, mess with it for a little bit. We're gonna see if we can make a beat out of this thing. Let's get it. All right, guys, I brought the MPC down here and I built out like a drum kit. There's like hundreds of sounds on here, and you can kind of see that you can go to the sample select, and then you can pick which, this is not a tutorial, guys, but you could pick all these packs. They've got like 808s, you can go. This is all through this. I've got it hooked up as a MIDI, but I'm just gonna try to make a beat on this as is. That's kind of the point. And what you would do, let's say you liked one of these FX. Let's say you liked one of that and you wanted it up here, then you select that and then you'd go up there. You could tune it. So if you wanted this to be, see what I'm saying? So I don't really like that at all, so I'm gonna turn that off. So this is what I've got on my drum pad right now. I found these two things. I really like these sounds. I'll turn that up a little bit more. I gotta figure out how to record on this thing first. So let me do that. I'm gonna watch some YouTube tutorials and then we're gonna get back to it. So reading this paper says go to sequence mode. So I assume that's if I press sample, no. Sequence up here. And then it says press an unlit pad to load an empty sequence. So an unlit pad? I don't have an unlit pad, bro. Press sequence record to prepare your recording. Press play to begin playback. I'm so dumb. So you press play. There it is. Okay, I don't like that because I'm gonna redo it. So now I repress sequence record. I add a new sequence there. Sequence record. What just happened? All right, I messed with it for a little bit. I think I've got it figured out. You just record your things in one sequence and then you can like mute them later basically. So I got a 4-bar loop going. Now if I want to add my drums or whatever, I can. So I'll probably just do this. All right, SD card got full. We're back at it. So far, this is what I've got. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So now I'm gonna add an 808. So I'm just gonna basically go in here, sample select. I'm gonna go to 808. And I'm just gonna select, I guess, this one. I'm gonna put it on this track right here because I got 3 empty ones right here. So I'm gonna put it on this one, and then I'm gonna tune it. Hopefully it'll tune properly. Is there a way that I can make it to where it's not a loop? And it's not like it only, and then I think I can duplicate by pressing shift. Shit. Bro, how do I duplicate? I'm just gonna do it individually, but I'm sure there's a way you could duplicate each one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in and just select the same sample. And then I'm gonna put one more here. I guess that worked. So let's do. Bro, how do I do that to where it doesn't continue to go? Let me find that out. Like, is there a way that I can like make it end when I want it to end? MPC sample 1. So it says set the sample playback to note on in the program edit tab. All right, I'm just trimming. So I'm just trimming each of these individually because I can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to spend a little bit more time figuring that out, I guess. But yeah, I'm just gonna do something like this. So I messed with the 808s for a little bit. Let's see how this sounds. I'm gonna connect it to my speakers, and we're gonna see how it sounds through that because I think that would sound pretty sick if you ask me. So let me find some cables. So I could just go. All right, I've got 2 cords. So this one's left and this one's right. Plug this and this. I don't know how else there's a way to do this though. 1 second. Okay, we figured it out. It took a minute, but I had to route a bunch of cables. Let me show you what I got going on here. This is my Tascam Mixcast 4, and it's kind of complicated the way it works, but I've got 2 lined in routes. I've got this thing doing its thing now, and it's routing into there, and now I've got it playing out of this. Yeah, I'll do a studio tour later, but for now, let's see if I got this thing working or not. Ain't nobody cold like me. What you know like the, yeah. You know I'm cold like that cold iced tea. In the summertime, you know what I'm wanted by. All these people wanted for me, I know I'm gunning by. And you know I keep the gun on mine. Everybody wants some something, but I'm something now. And everybody wants to come and steal my shine. Ain't nothing happening over here, listen to mine. Whoa, 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 motherfucker like me. Don't you ever know what I seen the dicey? I got things I gotta do, I got things I gotta see. Motherfucker, who you trying to do? Testing me. I got people that I'm trying to be. I something and the something to find to be. I know I got a shit in front and the sun on the beat. I got everything I wanted and I know that I be. Look. I want to kind of do something else with it. I want to try it out. But I also know this video is going to be probably long as fuck. Anyways, mic was off. But like I was saying, though, out of the box, it's nice. I can just bring this wherever I want. It's sturdy. I like how you could just make beats and then bring it home later. You know, get ideas out. I like how you can get samples on here. Other than that, I just need to figure out how I would use this in my workflow as a producer and as an artist. I could see myself maybe loading up some drums on this, making a cool drum pattern, and then exporting that drum pattern into my DAW for some bounce or something like that. And the second way I see myself using this, just as of right now, until I figure this thing out, is samples. Obviously, if I hear something or something's cool, I plug my USB in, run the sample through here, chop it up, and then just kind of do my thing. As it is, as I know right now, I think that this is worth the money. I am going to keep this thing for sure, and I'm going to try to use it. I think it's going to definitely improve my drums and my beats and sampling, and it's going to make me want to sample more. And I'm definitely going to do some more videos on this thing. I can definitely see myself using this more. So I actually just moved from the city back to like the county, and the studio is at my parents' house right now currently. But we have a place like 10 minutes away. So we are just gonna keep making beats here. And so far it's looking pretty snazzy. We've got the oscilloscopes right here. I already showed you the Tascam mixer right there. I actually picked up this loop station thing right here. I picked up this Korg. This is my old Korg that I got a while ago. It's the mini analog, and this is the micro Korg. It's still a work in progress. As you can see, I've got this artwork that I need to hang up. I also picked up this talk box that I'm gonna do a video on in the future. Anyways, guys, if you guys are interested in getting some free samples, down below, the first link down below, check it out. Adios, amigos.